We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Southern Miss's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happened? And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Gardner. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Took care of it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Chapman. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. The give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Right on the money. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Makes the catch. It's Bean. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they They knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair, and if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the grab, moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Gain of 35 on the play. First down for the offense.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack and try to slow this momentum down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Gardner. Caught over the middle. It's Bean. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Chapman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's King. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And the Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Now they have extended extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Mississippi, 17. Louisiana Tech.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Gain of 17 on the play. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Caught, close to the marker, it's Reed. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on!
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And the Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Baker. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks, it's Henry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off-play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air. It's Baker. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that